Hello to all my lovely nerds and nerdettes of the interwebs. My name is Brian, and this is God Save the Nerds, your source for all things nerd news. So before I begin the show today, everybody, I want to give a quick thank you to everyone who took the time to go ahead and view my videos. You guys are absolutely fantastic, and I couldn't get enough of you. And if you guys like what you see on the show today, and any show for that matter, be sure to go ahead and hit the like button and let me know what you like and what you don't. And if there's any additional content you're wanting to see in the future, or if you guys have some ideas of your own as to what you would like to see, be sure to go ahead and put that in the comment section below, and I'm more than happy to go ahead and integrate it into the show and get you guys involved, because that's definitely what we're here for, right? Spreading around the news from the community. So again, thank you so much, everybody, for your time and effort. You're all awesome, and let's go ahead and keep these dice rolling. So our first story of the day is going to come to us from our friends over at DC Comics, and frankly, myself. So I just got back from the movies here about an hour and a half ago, and it was absolutely fantastic, guys. I went to go see the new DC animated feature, Batman: The Killing Joke. It was fantastic, guys, and frankly, it was just one of the best animated films regarding Batman that I've seen to date. Like, it was awesome. And they really followed very closely to the actual comic that it was based on. So, if you're going in there with high expectations, you're not going to be disappointed. And it was just a great overall presentation. The voice acting was great, the visuals were wonderful, and really conveyed just what they were looking to perceive here as far as, setting the mood. And on top of that, the audio soundtrack was just wonderful. Had a great time just conveying, when it was supposed to be suspenseful, when it was a better time, when it was sad, when it was angry. It was just really great at providing that emotional background there. And so just to kind of give you guys an idea about what The Killing Joke is, without, spoiling too much really, is it's basically giving us an idea as the viewer here to Joker's origins, or what we at least perceive them to be, as it were. And again, it's just very well done, and I definitely tell that the creators of this film had a great time doing it. The voice acting, again, was absolutely fantastic. We had Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy reprising the roles as the Joker and Batman, respectively. And they also made sure to go ahead and add Tara Strong into the mix, and she was playing Batgirl within the movie. And they all did superb as far as, conveying emotions, as they're one to do. And it was just great seeing all these iconic voices back in the Batman cinematic universe. And it was just an awesome time, guys. Like, if you haven't seen this movie, you need to fucking see it. It's amazing, and I can't be singing its praises enough. So definitely go out to see Batman: The Killing Joke. Now, with that said, let's move on over to our second story of the day, which is going to be brought to us by our friends over at One Piece. Now, Eiichiro Oda recently was interviewed by Dai One Piece Shimbun. And for those of you guys who don't know who Eiichiro Oda is, he's basically the creator of the manga One Piece. So he's the big man on campus over there. And according to Eiichiro, apparently One Piece's vision, the vision that he had for Luffy and the gang, is only about 65% of the way done. Like, what? We are nearly 800 episodes in, and this motherfucker is only a little more than halfway done. Like, that's insane. I mean, One Piece came out back in 1997, and it is now 2016, folks. So we've literally had pirate adventures for nearly a decade, and this guy, Eiichiro Oda, is only halfway done. Like, this is incredible news, and all you One Piece fans out there, you guys are going to in for a treat here, really, frankly. I mean, we're talking like another 10 years worth of One Piece here. Like, this is awesome. Oh my goodness. And on top of that, Eiichiro also made sure to mention that he is no longer willing to do long projects. So this guy is focusing mostly on One Piece here. So again, he's going to be giving it his all and making sure that this cash cow that he's got in his lap is producing as much of that green milk as fucking possible. And frankly, I can't blame the guy. The guy's definitely doing a lot of good work for the anime community. And, oh my goodness, I mean, there's a reason why One Piece is one of the big five, guys. There is definitely a reason there. And, it's Eiichiro fucking Oda. The guy has a lot of hard work behind his belt. And you can definitely see the guy's dedication to his craft and making sure that his vision is conveyed and in the most concise way possible. So again, definitely good luck to this guy. I really think he's going to do well with the continued installments of One Piece here, and I'm interested just to see how many episodes we're going to be getting. I mean, again, we're already at 751, so where are we going to go from here? Like 2,000? Like, what's next? So I'm going to be keeping my eyes open here and keeping watch with One Piece. And I definitely encourage you guys to go ahead and check it out if you haven't already. It's a great anime, and the art style is very unique, and you're frankly going to fall in love with it if you're into the whole pirate thing. So, yeah, let's keep going with One Piece, shall we? No, my goodness. So our next story of the day, guys, is going to be brought to us by our friends over at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, during the con here, an interview was held by IGN with none other than Joss Whedon. Now, Joss was most recently known for his contributions to the second Avengers film, Avengers Age of Ultron, and frankly, while talking about it, he wasn't in the best of just emotional states. He was very dissatisfied with the way the movie went, and he just didn't like the fact that it wasn't as successful as his first run through, the first Avengers film, and, he had a lot of regrets. Now, with that said, he was asked a few more questions regarding a possible Black Widow solo film. Like, oh my goodness, right? And he was all on board for that. Joss Whedon was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Like, let's go with this, man. Let's rock it. And frankly, I mean, it was crazy. And the reason why he wanted to go with a Black Widow film, as opposed to, any other superhero within the Avengers, is he felt that Black Widow was the most relatable. He felt rather, that Black Widow was very down to earth and that you could do a whole lot with the character despite her not having any kind of superpowers, really. Being like the Batman of the group, essentially. And frankly, I mean, the guy's definitely on the right track, Joss Whedon made sure to state that he wanted to go with kind of like a spy thriller type theme with this Black Widow solo flick if he was to go forward with, with pitching it. And again, the guy is, definitely on point here. I feel that would very much suit her, her shtick. And it would be a great film, frankly. It's just a great idea that he's got going with here. Now, the big question that IGN had was, if you were to go through with this thing, would Scarlett Johansson be the one playing Black Widow? And of course, Joss Whedon was like, fuck yeah, let's get ScarJo on the scene. Let's get this girl in that latex as we've come to know and love her, and let's unleash her onto the big screen here once more. So again, this is a great idea being pitched from Joss Whedon, and kudos to IGN for fleshing it out. Like, that's a great job on those guys there. So yeah, I mean, definitely look forward to a possible Black Widow thing in the future here, comic book fans. And with that said, let's move on over to our next story, which is going to be brought to us by our friends over at Marvel Comics. So with Marvel, being the way they are, they really love to do storylines where they have opposing factions come together to fight it out, like with their X-Men versus the X-Men versus the Avengers storyline. Oh my goodness, they are at it again. The X-Men are now trying to take down someone else, none other than the Inhumans. Now, this was confirmed at San Diego Comic-Con during a panel, and frankly, I am thrilled. I followed both the Inhumans and the X-Men for some time now as far as the comics go, and I love them both. They're both awesome. And to see them going head-to-head, literally for survival, is just fucking awesome. Like, can you get any better? I mean, it's the death match of all death matches here, guys. And, God, it's going to be awesome. And the person responsible for bringing us this literary classic is going to be none other than Jeff Lemire and Charles Soule. And what they're going to be doing is they're going to be making a 6 issue miniseries depicting the events here. And on top of their creative talents, we're also going to have Lionel Yu providing the artwork. And Lionel's work is absolutely phenomenal. The guy's a fantastic artist, and he just really excels at what he does. Now, the conflict surrounding the miniseries here is going to be centered around the Terrigen Mist, which is a very controversial subject on both ends. With both factions rather involved in this storyline here. It's very beneficial to the Inhumans, of course, because it gives them their powers and helps them along with their day-to-day lives. Whereas with the mutants and the X-Men in particular, it can kill them. Like, oh my goodness, there's like birth defects that can cause or that can happen. There's Mpox, which is basically like this disease that can be caused by it. And it's just a bad time to be a mutant if you're exposed to this crap. So again, to see both factions literally fighting for life and death is just phenomenal, guys. And I really encourage you to check this out, and I'm going to be checking it out myself and looking for more updates on this thing. I really want to see what they do and where they go. Now, just to conclude things with this story here, the book is set, the series is set to debut in a winter of this year. So we're going to be getting something for the holidays. So all of you present buyers out there, get something for your comic book fan that you love. Make it this. Make it this, yes. So lastly, let's go on over to our last story of the day here, guys, which is going to be brought to us by our friends over at Blizzard Entertainment. Apparently, Blizzard has been in talks with Dark Horse Comics to get Overwatch its own graphic novel series. So that is fantastic news for us comic book fans out there yet again. We are on a roll lately, right, guys? Oh my goodness. Okay, so again, they've been in talks with Dark Horse Comics, who have brought us many different publications out there, and they are really good at what they do over there at Dark Horse. And this has been confirmed by Dark Horse themselves because they republished all of the previous Overwatch digital books on their website. So, that's definitely confirmed that Blizzard and Dark Horse are again working together in tandem here. Now, the team responsible for making the novel has not yet been named, and no title has been decided upon yet either. So there's a lot of stuff that's in the dark as of yet. Now, we do know that it will be told from the point of view of the original Overwatch Strike Team. So you'll get characters like Reinhardt, Winston, Soldier 76, and Reaper all within the mix in their original skins. And again, it's going to be told from their point of view. So this is a fantastic idea. It's going to be like the Avengers meets fucking Overwatch, and I can't wait to see it. Yes, now this series here is going to be about 100 pages in total, and it is set to release in summer of 2017. So essentially, guys, a year from now. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what Blizzard and Dark Horse are willing to put forth here as far as the Overwatch is concerned. It's really going to shed a light on the mysterious lore of the game, for what we haven't seen already from wiki pages and so on. So again, I'm really interested to see what happens with this thing. And that's the end of the show. So yeah, I really hope you guys had a great time tuning in today. And again, if you guys like what you see, go ahead and smash that like button with all of your might. Show me that superhero spirit. And let's keep those dice rolling, nerds and nerdettes. My name is Brian. This has been God Save the Nerds, and I'm signing out. Until next week.